Trial date for alleged members of Ronco Gang to be set for November. A trial date is expected to be set next month for the alleged members of the Clarendon-based Ronco Gang, which is reportedly led by a police constable. During a court mention on Tuesday, it was revealed that the long-awaited report from the Communication Forensics and Cybercrime Unit of the police force is now ready. That clears the way for a trial date to be confirmed during the next hearing on November 14. Alleged gang leader, Constable Tafari Silvero, along with Constable Tinel Francis, David Henry and Tevin Henriquez, remains in custody after being remanded. Bail was extended for the female accused, Jacet Brown. Bail was also extended for Constable Delana Barnes, Constable Roger Morris, and Mackenzie. Silvera was first arrested in June 2021 after allegations surfaced that he had hired 2 hitmen to murder a police informant from Clarendon. He faces conspiracy to murder charges alongside 2 civilians, Christopher Robinson and Mark Bennett, in a separate case. The other defendants were arrested last March amid accusations of their involvement in the 27-member gang. Reports initially indicated that 8 police officers were linked to the gang, with 1 fleeing the island when Silvera was apprehended. However, 1 officer was released after 2 complainants declined to cooperate with prosecutors regarding robbery allegations against him. The Ronco Gang has been connected to 17 criminal incidents, including shootings, burglaries, robbery with aggravation, illegal possession of firearm, shop breaking, conspiracy to murder and abduction, alleged commitment across multiple parishes between 2019 and 2021. Judge gives mother stern warning after son charged with robbery. Senior Parish Judge Sachet Burrell on Tuesday warned a mother that she could be charged with child negligence after the woman's son was remanded in custody on the charge of robbery with aggravation. The 17-year-old is jointly charged with another individual for reportedly robbing a phone in halfway through earlier this year. At the time of the incident, his co-accused was held by persons who had witnessed the crime. The teenager was later identified by the complainant and charged by the police. Appearing before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, the mother of the minor told Judge Burrell that her son, who works with his uncle 5 days of the week, was currently learning trade work, including carpentry. Why is he not going to school? Judge Burrell asked the mother. The mother of 5 explained that her son stopped going to school at age 15 because she had no help to maintain him. She further clarified to the judge that her family was not on the program of Advanced Through Health and Education, a program designed to help vulnerable families. I didn't think that's a good excuse for him not to go to school. You need to wake up. That is your hard work there, Judge Burrell warned the mother. This is a result of not wanting to get help. This is a result of being passive, she continued. You know you can be charged for child neglect for not sending him to school. He is being neglected, that is why he is here, Judge Burrell added. The 17-year-old was remanded in custody. He will return to court on November 28, 2024. RJR Gary Allen elected Media Association Jamaica chairman. Gary Allen, a senior executive at the RJR Gleaner Communications Group, is the new chairman of the Media Association Jamaica Limited. He was elected Tuesday to complete the current executive term after Dr. Claire Grant, who recently dismissed office. Dominic, managing director of Jamaica Observer Limited, and Steve Billing, owner of Sun City Radio, will continue serving as deputy chairman. In accepting the chairmanship, Allen acknowledged that the transition nature of his appointment, but emphasized the importance of addressing several pressing issues on the association's agenda. The overdue reviews of the Access to Information and Defamatory Acts need to be pursued, even as media need to come into compliance with and collaborate to find the most effective ways to implement and manage new Data Protection Act. He also noted that the business environment and its relationship with the Advertising Agency Association of Jamaica are also paramount, a statement said Tuesday. Noting that the country was heading into an election period, Allen said all media should collaborate on issues related to political advertising, the use of artificial intelligence and other digital tools. The Executive Committee of the Media Association also includes Andrea Wilson-Messam, Treasurer, and Debian Deward, IRFM, Danger Williams, Zip FM, and Joan Henry, Nationwide News Network as committee members. Prime Minister Holness reiterates commitment to addressing the country's housing deficit. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has reiterated his commitment to addressing the country's housing deficit. Speaking at the National Housing Trust handing over ceremony for the Union Acres housing development in St. James, Mr. Holness said 150,000 more houses are needed, while admitting that the 43,000 housing solution that NHD is to construct are not adequate. Mr. Holness noted that steps are being taken to remedy the issue. He said the remaining houses will have to come through private developers in the next 5 to 10 years. He added that the NHD will also be part of the process to ensure that citizens have access to affordable mortgages. Meanwhile, Mr. Holness lamented that his administration has to be completing initiatives started by previous governments, along with those initiated by his government. According to the Prime Minister, the development has been in the pipeline for a number of years but has finally come to fruition. He said citizens should appreciate the challenges his administration faces.
The NHD has committed in total to build 43,000 housing solutions for Jamaicans. 43,000. 9,000 plus will be for the western region. And these are not empty promises. These are all projects that are in varying stages of development and will be delivered. But friends, the demand for housing is such that 43,000 housing solutions will not be enough. We need approximately 150,000 housing solutions over the next 5 to 10 years to close the housing gap. What we have put here is what we know we can finance. The rest of it has to be built by private developers and the open market. But this is not to say that the NHD will not play a role there. And the role that the NHD plays there is to make sure that you have access to affordable mortgages. So from 2007 to now, we are going to be handing over Union Acres 17 years later. And I find myself in this position, not only having to do new projects and bring new things to the table, I spend a lot of my time trying to bring to closure many projects started by previous governments and not completed. I see my task as trying to complete things that previous governments started and just left it up in the air. Whether it is our movement to become a republic, whether it is the establishment of the Order of National Icons, or whether it is the completion of Union Acres. I want to just put that into the context so that when the public is discussing, they appreciate the challenges that we face. All of what I've mentioned are projects started by other administrations 30, 40 years ago. It is my task to complete them, to bring them to a point of completion.
Man accused of murder in Mobe church ritual now wants jury trial. Andre Ruddock, the man accused of slashing a woman's throat during a church ritual in St. James nearly 3 years ago, is seeking to change his trial format from a judge-alone trial to a jury trial. He had previously agreed to the matter being decided entirely by a judge, but his attorney told the Home Circuit Court in Kingston on Tuesday that Ruddock has changed his mind. Ruddock's trial was expected to start based on an order on July. However, the matter has been pushed back to a mentioned date on November 15. When the case was called, the prosecutor informed the court that witnesses had not been contacted and subpoenas had not been issued. The prosecutor also explained that a police liaison officer had committed to collecting the subpoenas on behalf of the investigating officer who left Jamaica Constabulary Force in late July. Justice Clayton Pusey acknowledged the challenges in securing witnesses, but expressed concern over the lack of progress in moving the case forward, given the initial fanfare associated with it. The prosecution suggested an additional month to issue the subpoenas. Ruddock's attorney, Anthony Williams, stated he had notified the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions of his client's wish to switch to a jury trial. However, Justice Pusey told him that a written application with an affidavit outlining the circumstances of Ruddock's request must be submitted. Ruddock is charged with the murder of Tanika Gardner, 39, on October 17, 2021, during an alleged sacrificial ritual at Pathways International Kingston Restoration Ministry in St. James. Another man, Michael Brown, was also found on the church premises. Ruddock reportedly confessed to Gardner's murder. Both were members of the church, led by the late Dr. Kevin Simmet, who died a week after the incident in a motor vehicle crash while being transported to Kingston to face charges. Attorney Venice Brown is also representing Ruddock. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.